They have a lot of flooding in the Philippines, and you probably are sharing the same weather right now. But Candy says heavy rain
No,
in her city.
I think in the beginning of the rainy days, it is just the raining days. But recently, I think we are hugely affected by the typhoon.
Yeah, that's what they're experiencing, a typhoon over there. They have flooding in their homes and in their streets. And so, yeah, it's a big deal. I don't watch the news, guys, so I hear about it through all of you. And I don't want to be insensitive, but I don't think I can process all the world's horrible news they keep bringing all the time. So it does concern me when it bothers our community or affects our community. And so it's nice to hear from you guys. I'm going to keep transitioning my lighting for our live stream as we talk. But yesterday, oh, Vivian's here too. Vivian's here. She's in Australia right now. Vivian in Australia, Australia, fighting kangaroos. Um, it's nice to see you, Vivian, in her travels. Kenny, you want to invite her up for a second? We can invite her up if you can grab her. I don't know if she's able to. Vivian, are you able to join us and say hi? She's in a hostel in Australia. She visited Singapore also for a couple of days. And yeah, so cool, so cool. She's on her way back to New Zealand, which also is a very cool country there. Sorry about the water if you're hearing the water, hot water heat up on the background. Um, the topic today, Eliana, thank you for asking that. It varies. Hey, there you are.
Hello,
Hi. Hi, traveler.
Hello,
How
hello,
are you
Candy.
doing?
hello.
Yeah, I'm quite tired and hired.
Hold on, my
Like,
brother's giving me a
naked,
message. Oh, okay, okay. He's sharing a
naked.
devotional. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Was there a word called naked?
Called knackered. Oh, it's a little bit antiquated, a little bit throwback. Not in circulation too much, like you would grab that from a book. But I understand the implication. You're tired.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like a word Ruslan would use.
Learn
he,
from
he's good.
British people.
Ruslan's great at resurrecting old words and using them in common language. And you're like, wait, oh, okay, okay. Um, Hi, everybody. Welcome. I see you guys in the chat, very active chat. Eliana says, what's the topic? Why does my phone keep doing that, dimming? The topic today is the same as it was yesterday. There's maybe 30 questions for young adults, middle-aged adults, and us. Um, old adults that could make you think about your life a little bit. So if you're in our study groups, you got those questions. If not, we could answer. You could answer the questions here from people in our group that might pull one out. And I sent them to Vivian like 10 minutes ago or something. She hasn't had much time to peruse them. Plus, she's knackered. So yeah, I'm not sure if she has any of those questions. Candy, did you look over them? Do you have any of those questions? Or do you want to? Candy did a cool thing yesterday. She randomized them. She's like, okay, from the middle group, I picked number 7. What is it? It was fun.
Uh-huh.
Is it raining in Australia?
No, I'm just boiling some hot water.
Oh, I wasn't making the connection. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Cool, cool. I have
Yeah,
hot
it was
water in no
raining.
cup. It was like part of the.
Yeah,
Oh,
cold.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
back to winter.
Okay, okay. Cold. It's cold in our house right now. I should put on a, whoa, what the sweater. My phone keeps dimming. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me fix my, sorry, let me put a better frozen face. Hold on. It's my frozen face. Can you guys still hear me though? Um,
Yeah, that's good, face.
yeah, yeah, I had to. Candy has some of the best frozen faces. Display and brightness. Oh, keep talking, guys. Don't pause while I'm frozen. What the heck? So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Can I get a co-host?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm
So
asking Candy. She's frozen too now. Everybody's wandering off. Um, I have to fix my display because it
there
keeps
are so
going
many
off.
good questions. I love the questions.
Which one do you favor?
Mm, what what's your like achievement that you feel proud of the most?
Oh, okay. Candy, what's the achievement you feel proud of the most?
Mm, I think it is. I lost my weight for more than 10 kilograms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is 13 kilograms.
From
I think I got it.
how heavy were you before?
A half of a year.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Half a
six
year.
A
months.
half year.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Wow. I put on 13 kilos within half a year.
You did. You
Oh,
did a good
Did
job.
you lose it on me
you
somehow?
sent your way to Vivian.
Yeah.
Candy lost that much and Vivian gained that much.
Yeah.
Boy,
I
the
said no,
internet's
thanks.
amazing. Now you can send
Yeah.
video, you can send audio, you can send money, and apparently you can send weight to people. Uh,
Mm.
that's great. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, what is this? Let me open it up. What the? What the? What the kind of joke is this?
Yeah.
um,
Just
we
put on
I went
weight
to
like that.
I went to a baby shower yesterday. For some people, I'm sorry, like family members, our church family members. They're so excited. They've been married 5 years and they've been trying for babies. And then she finally gave up and she's like, I'm just gonna focus on our marriage. And boom, hey, pregnant. And so next month she's due. And so it was a
Mm.
really cool. There was a lot of different. They invited the guys. So I would try to get out of it. Matt and I try to get out of it because baby showers are usually women, all women. They do little silly games and little every time a gift is opened. And so the on Friday they're like, "You're coming, right? You're coming to the." I'm like, no, I sent the gifts. I sent the gifts to your house. I They're like, "Oh no, you have to come. Chris is coming and uh and other Jonathan's coming." I'm like, "Yeah, they're married. They have to come." Guys, don't go to baby showers. So Matt and I went there, and it was really awkward because they had it all. Anyway, we were happy for her, but it was really. So we went to the pool because they just had their backyard done. They have a like it's not huge, but it's very well done. And I haven't been in a pool in a long time, and it was funny because I wear clothes in the pool. I mean, but I wear long sleeve shirt. I don't like the sun, and I had my hat on. I had my hat on and other people, the other guys that came in, they also decided to wear their shirts. I was like, yes, 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 yes. So
In
anyway,
swimming pool.
yeah, yeah. I don't like the sun. I don't like to get sunburned.
I thought you wear wetsuit.
Anyway, most proud moment, Candy said when she lost the weight she was trying to lose. And Vivian, what's your most proud moment in life so far?
I saved my life.
You saved your life.
Oh yeah. I think I've mentioned that a couple of times and
You
I'm not
saved
so
your own
keen.
life.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I survived in extreme circumstances.
Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm proud of I'm proud of myself because I passed Singapore's customs successfully.
I don't know if you want to reveal the rest of that. You shouldn't be surprised. It's like that's almost like they didn't catch you.
Well, so I was late. Um, um, because my flight was at 9 p.m. and I left at about 5:30. Left the hostel. Um, my friend Niall sent me to the train station, and I found out that my card didn't work for the train. I got
Oh,
money in it,
uh-huh.
and he said that should be enough to take me to the airport, but it didn't scan. So I found an office, and then we figured out it's easier to charge at the self-help machine. But I don't have a Singapore card, so um, he charged $10, and I gave him the cash. And so I got on the train. Um, when I arrived, I supposed to be able to return that card and got the rest of the money back, but it was a lot of people in the queue, so I decided to give that up. So I kept the card and running on the bus to Terminal 4. They they normally have a Skype train, but for that one they don't have it. I had to carry all my luggage back to the bus, and it was a long way to the Terminal 4. And then Jetstar, the Australian flight company, they weigh your carry-on bags as well. So after they get your check-in bag, they said put your carry-on bags there, and I was overweight. Um, I got a lot of stuff for my friends also, so I decided to repack them. I had to take everything out, got all my
Oh,
winter
okay.
clothes, whatever I can put on. So I was like so fat and wear a lot of
Oh,
clothes, 3 pairs of pants, um, 4 layers jackets. Anyway, I put everything on, and I still like have 4 kilos overweight. So
mm-hmm.
I had to take something out, and
Hey, Vivian.
um,
I'm interested. This isn't a three-way video call. We're doing a live stream. So can we
oh yeah,
sidebar this for later?
yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's get back on track with the life experience the question you mentioned. You saved your life, and what's the 2-minute version of how you saved your life?
Because I didn't panic because I knew that's the only way I can save my life when I was in danger. Um, so there were once
Is this okay? There
I
you
was
go.
climbing up the cliff
Hmm. Right.
in New Zealand. I was there alone, nobody
Uh-huh.
else, and um, I put myself into a dangerous situation. It was like milky lake with icebergs in it,
Hmm.
down and up is the cliff. So I was walking on the side of the cliff where I got to a point. Well, I was chatting with a friend, and I didn't notice I got to a point that only gravies and there's no big rocks, and I kept sliding down. So I couldn't go back, and I felt the most and I like the best thing to do was to climb up to the cliff. Um, it was raining and it was like sunset time. I knew that I had to get back to my car before sunset, otherwise I'll be freezing cold and I'll be died over there. So I can call the helicopter. I still have signal on my phone, but it might take them half an hour to an hour to find me. I don't know the location very clearly, so I decided to just try my best to climb. The the gravels are just sliding, and the biggest rock is about half size of my head, and they are not steady. I can't hold them for long, so I just climbing with my whole body as it's sliding. So my climbing speed has to be faster than the sliding speed. And eventually I made it. I just kept encouraging myself to go up and not
Wow.
looking down. Yeah.
Wow. That's a big one. That's a big one. And moral of the story?
Just focus on what you can do, not thinking about scary things. I was hoping somebody was on the other side take a photo of me, but I just decided to put my phone in my pocket. I was
Yeah,
thinking to
yeah.
throw the umbrella, but I thought I don't want to get wet, so I was holding the umbrella with one hand and climbing with my knees and arms together. Yeah.
What about preparing next time and not, not being distracted when you're in a dangerous area?
Yeah, I had some
Yeah,
issue with
there's
a
that.
customer, and I decided to go on random trip. Um,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, just to escape. But I
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
prepared. Mm.
That's a good one. That's a good story. Guys, today we're talking about there's a list. Like I said, if you're in our study groups, we sent three lists to the group to discuss. And Vivian's joining us from Australia. She just popped in to share with us. She's on a trip. How long will you be in Australia?
For about 50 hours,
50
50,
hours, a couple
three
days.
days.
Okay, 3 days. There we go. All right.
Mm.
Well, we'll talk more about your adventures. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
All all right. We'll see you later, Viv.
Okay. See you later.
Bye. All right, there we go. Vivian always has a lot of adventures, guys. She's very adventurous. I wouldn't even travel like by myself. I mean, I may eventually, but it's not exciting for me. And I don't think I'm brave enough as you guys who travel a lot by yourself. And she lives in New Zealand and spent some time back in China. But today we're talking about that list of things. Candy, did you have a random question you wanted to pop up from any of those lists?
You asked me the question?
Yeah. Candy, did you have a question that you wanted to ask from any of those lists? I thought you were looking at the lists, choosing.
No, I didn't look at the list. Maybe I will choose it randomly.
Okay, which list? Which number?
The the last category, the 10.
All right. The last category. I have to look it up myself, guys. Um, I can't find my thing here. There it is. The last category and what number?
10. I'm not
You
pretty
used that one
sure.
yesterday. You used that one yesterday. Dude, out
Number
of
6.
35 questions, you picked the same one?
Number 6.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
I think we were talking about this yesterday. Similar.
Did you write down which question and you're reading those again? The numbers? No, we didn't answer this one. What advice would you give to your younger self?
Study hard. I think I answered this yesterday.
No,
But
yesterday
if
was what would you do differently? What would you do differently was the question. This is what advice would you give to your younger self? It's different.
okay, I would say please be more brave.
To be more brave?
Yeah, and do not be sensitive.
Ah,
Because I think from my point of view now, others comment and others changes on their face is not the most important thing. So when I look back the life in the past, I think I care too much, care others' emotion and other comments too much. But as for now, I don't care others. I don't care others' comments and their feelings too much. Even though I think I'm also sensitive now, but I try to adjust myself.
oh, how you receive, you mean? How you receive their comments?
Uh, I think I overthink a lot about others' comments, and if they just uh, say something on my appearance or my behavior or something else, I will eat too much before, and I just want to please others because I try my best to be a good student, good person, but I found that I couldn't satisfy others all the time. Even though I try my best, they won't be satisfied with my progress at all. So I don't want to please this kind of person at all now. So if I can say something to my younger self, just be myself. Because I think one thing I had now about my personality is that I have the skills to hide my emotion, my deep emotion about the things that I'm not very happy.
You have the skill to hide it, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, good answer. Good answer, guys. So, what advice would you guys give to your younger self? And Ketty says, yeah, when we think too much about other comments. Yeah, let me see. I have my thing blown up. There we go. Wow, that's a long comment. I better make it smaller so I can read it. You wrote a book, Ketty. Can you read it, Candy? I can't make it big and read it at the
Oh,
same
which
time.
one? Which one?
From Ketty,
Okay.
Ketty.
Yeah, when we think about too much about other comments, we'll lose ourselves. But the most important thing is ourselves.
Yeah, remember, most people don't know you well enough to make their comments personal. They don't know you well enough. And if they say something that's off or if they say something that's mean, then they don't care enough to make their comment worth anything, right? They don't matter enough to you. So, people who care about you won't say those mean things. And so, if people say things that are off or that pushes a button or that sounds harmful, you can distance yourself from responding to that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what strangers think about you in that kind of way. So yeah, it's good. It's good advice to your younger self. Chinese people always, I'm glad it's coming from someone in China. Chinese people always care about others' comments, but things are changing. Yeah, yeah. It's part of hi Peter, welcome. It's part of the side effects. So something that's coming to mind with you guys sharing like this is there are there are positive things about having such a conscious community like in China with a culture where you refrain from doing certain things because of the cultural norms. You don't want to um, you don't want to embarrass your family. You don't want to do something disrespectful or dishonorable. So those types of things are healthy pressures or parameters of a society. We gave those away, and now our society is all messed up over here. But the side effect is you might care too much about people's comments if it bothers you or embarrasses you or points out a fault. And so that's a bad side effect of a good thing, right? So yeah, you have to adjust those kinds of things. Yeah. Interesting. Well, Candy went out in the rain today. She got soaking wet because the typhoon is there in China, in her where she lives, and also in the islands of the Philippines. Things are changing. Yeah, it's just about gauging it, guys. A good quality in different environments can be a bad quality, right? I like to talk a lot to process my thoughts. It's refreshing for me personally, not to make you guys listen to me, but it's the way I think my best is when I'm talking about it. Or sometimes I find solutions to your questions or problems as we talk about it. I find the solution by talking about it. So it's not like I think it and then say it. So this can be a good quality in some settings, and in other qualities, people can be like, "Would you just shut up, Jonathan? Why do you use so many words?" So it just depends on the environment and if people understand you enough to know you're not just making them listen, you're trying to process your thoughts. Candy is very expressive with her face, and it helps me a lot to know if she's offended or bothered. But sometimes it reveals too much about her, and I think she wants to be more private about how she feels in certain times, but it's all over her face. So it's a benefit when you want people to understand you. If they pay attention, they can understand you better and adjust. But if they're not paying attention and your face is sad, I can read it right now. I'm not tired. Okay, maybe a little bit. So Daisy, thank you for pushing that "What's the topic" button. But it's at the top of the screen right now. It's scrolling at the top of the screen. It's pinned to the chat. It's it's everywhere, dude. Look around. It's like when people ask me my age or where I'm from, I'm like, "Did you even click my profile?" Because I spent a lot of time filling it out. um, the topic today, life questions, and the most recent life question is pinned to the top one there. Um, Cool, cool, cool. So you guys, if you want to join Candy and I on stage, she's with us for a little bit longer, and especially on Sunday before she goes to work, she tries to get to bed at a certain time or just get into her evening routine. So if you have questions for Candy or for me, you can ask them. Our goal is to help you to use your English and practice English, but we don't do it through ordinary ways like simple conversation. We like to have topics that make you forget a little bit about your structure of how your English sounds, and we want you to just use your English. Just talk like you want to share something with Candy or you want to ask something with her or with me. So that's what we do here. It's a little bit different environment. If it's not for you, it's okay. You can say hi and then go find another environment. There's a lot of cool live streamers here that might have just the right environment for you. And then we occasionally bring people on stage. Do you see anybody in holding that we want to bring on stage, Candy? Anybody in the hand raised area that you want to pop up
There
here?
are
You're welcome to. Yeah,
there
just
are
grab
three
somebody.
people who I don't know which one that I should invite. Maybe it's better for you to choose.
I'll choose Tony. Tony, let me bring you on stage. Tony, where are you? Let's bring you. There's no Tony. I just made that up, guys. The reason why Candy said for me to choose is because for some reason, and I forgot to ask Hello Talk last time I talked to them, when new people raise their hand, they don't come to the bottom of the list. There's no order. In fact, it might even shuffle the list from time to time when I'm looking at it. All of a sudden, people's positions change for no reason, very random. So we don't know who's been there the longest. And Candy doesn't want to offend anybody by picking someone else. Oh, she picked someone anyway. Good job, Candy.
Oh,
Way to just
I
surprise.
I
Oh,
didn't
no,
pick. I didn't pick. It's
Dana.
not me.
Oh, I picked Dana earlier. I picked Dana earlier. She just came back and saw the pop-up windows like, oh, oh. Hi, Dana. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. What about you? I'm so sorry because I thought there was not an opportunity for me to come up to your stage, so I went and watched it and washed my dishes. And,
Oh, okay. No, you're okay.
and after I finished washing dishes, and I thought I thought you invited me to come up to your stage. So, but I'm so sorry for waiting for me for a long time. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're okay. It's okay. We there's no way to retract a. I don't think there is. I don't think I would do it anyway. Once you invite somebody, it just stays out there until they accept it. And sometimes it's a challenge, but it's not. It's okay. It's okay. Do you remember the list? I can go down and we were asking this one question. Maybe we should stay with it. Should we choose a different question, Candy, or should we stay with it? What do you think? Let's
Mm,
see.
uh, mm, but then,
We
did you mean mm, I can ask a question about life, and I need to answer it.
Yeah, we have the questions that we sent to our group, but not everyone here is in our group. So I was asking Candy if we should ask you the question we were talking about, or should we pick a new question?
so I think we can answer the previous question shortly, and we can move on.
Okay, you want to ask it? What was it?
Okay, the question for you, Dana, it is what do you want to say to your younger yourself?
Oh,
Do you understand it?
yes, I
Okay,
understand, but it's very hard for me to answer it.
good, good. That means you're gonna grow.
Yeah,
Come on, get through it like Vivian climbing the rocks. Get through it.
I I needed to encourage myself and bring myself um, confidence and courage. Uh, and um,
Oh,
and there was a big mistake I have made. Um, so if there were a chance or an opportunity for me um, to talk to my grandmother or to live with my grandmother longer, I would try my best to give her much more money. Yeah.
okay. Well, no, that's good. That's good communication. Um, so what the question means is looking back on life when you were a younger person, what advice would you give your younger self? What would you say? Hey, Candy said that she would say, don't pay too much attention to what other people think about you because she realizes that she gave too much time and effort to caring about what people think when they're being mean or not kind or judgmental. And so now she's stronger and she realizes that's not a good thing to just allow people to influence you by their opinions. So that kind of a thing. What would you say to your younger self? What would you say to if you could talk to your who you were when you were in college or who you were when you were in high school, what advice would you give to yourself? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, Today I did an English sentence which uh, which was said by Albert Einstein. He said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." So I
Mm.
agree with what Candy said very much. We don't need to care about too much what others uh, talked about ourselves.
他想
Right.
他
That
想问的是，你
hmm
想
that's good.
对于年轻的自己说一些什么？
Uh, mm, I want to uh, I want to talk to me that um, just beat yourself and care about yourself and love yourself and live my own life.
No, it's a great answer, and I thought Getty had a great answer. Ketty, I'm sorry, Ketty, had a great answer also. And you guys are on the right track. Ketty said we should pay more attention to ourselves, find our attitude to life, find more interesting things like reading and fishing and painting. That's so cool. Um, yeah, priorities, priorities. Change our priorities. Our friends who are having a baby, when you're having your first child, you have a lot of ideals, what you're going to do and not do. They keep thinking they're going to use cloth diapers instead of disposable diapers because disposable diapers stay in the earth a long time and cause a lot of pollution and all this. And many people have tried the cloth diapers with their baby, but they're too hard to fasten. They get a rash because it doesn't take the moisture away from their body. And you have to carry them with you when they're dirty. So you change the diaper and you're outside, you have to keep it with you until you get home. It's really, really, really not convenient. And so we were joking with them, like, oh no, try your different things. One thing they said is they're not going to allow them to use electronics until they're 5 years old. And I was like, good luck with that one because the whole world uses electronics. I know what they mean. They want their kids to read books. And like Ketty said, they want them to learn how to paint or do some more physical interactive stuff. It's a great ideal, but I don't think they'll have a good success with implementing it because technology is very much a part of our world today. So that's good. It's great advice, guys, though. This is what I want to say to my younger self. Bay, don't be rebellious. Cherish the time with my father. Be more confident. Study more hard for a more better college. Like, yeah, to get more out of college. Yeah, I would tell myself that I have faulty thinking because I used to think I don't want to fail. So why should I, if I don't try, I won't fail. So I didn't try. I didn't try college. I didn't try because I didn't want to fail. Is that crazy? So I succeeded in not failing, but I had no chance of succeeding because I never tried. It's crazy. So I would have people that encourage me around me. And I had people, I just dismissed them. But I try to encourage people like you guys that are in different phases of life because life looks differently to you right now. And Candy, I try to encourage her because she has great potential and the world will use that potential and not reward her for it. Everybody, the world does that. So you have to recognize your potential and decide to what level you're going to use your potential because using your potential can consume your life too, right? You can be obsessed to be the best, and you can make it to the top and then realize it's lonely up there, and the things that you accomplished at great cost are not really worth the time and effort compared to living your life a little bit. So, yeah, it's got to have balance. Dana, I'm talking very fast. I'm sorry. Were you understanding me? I'm sorry. I was talking very fast.
Mm,
I know. I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault. I started.
uh, it's not about you. It's only about me. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just no problem is no problem. Okay, another question. Let's roll the dice. Candy, what's the next number? List one, two, or three.
The
What list?
the
One, two, or three?
the middle age.
Middle aged. And what? Let me tell you how many there are. Maybe Dana, can you pick a number from 1 through 15? From 1 through 15, what number? Just pick a number.
I think
7.
I picked one before.
Uh,
She said 7. Candy said we had 1. Yeah, that's a good one. Good. Remembering, Candy. Candy's remembered we did number 1 the other day. You said 7? Oh, okay. That's a good one. How do you, let me type it. I'll type it here. How do you maintain a work and life balance? How do you maintain a work and life balance? How do you do it? I'm going to type it so we can pin it for the people joining. How do you maintain? You can answer, guys, if you want to.
Okay, as for me,
Mm-hmm.
they live in a city, and the economy is in the middle of it. And I don't think I can balance my work and life if I live in Shanghai. I think I was remembering that I had an offer in 2019. And if I didn't reject that offer, I don't think I can balance my work and the life because the working pace and the life pace is very fast. And when I decided to reject the offer in Shanghai and I choose to live in the city where my parents living in, and the working steps and the life pace is very slow as I can balance my work and life. So living a city like the northeast of China, that you can have the more opportunities to balance your work and life, and play badminton, watch TV series, or
Mm-hmm.
meet my friends, have the hot pot, and
Or
enjoy my
exercise
life. And
together. Mm-hmm.
so I don't
Yeah.
think I can do all the things that I do if I live in Shanghai.
Ah,
So
good
yeah.
one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good answer. Good answer. I wish more people would have an answer with a summary like that. It's really good. Very good. Dana, do you think of do you have an answer for this question? How do you maintain your balance in life with work and with your
mm,
family? How do you do
to
it?
to be honest, now I have not a job because of the pandemic. My apartment was closed, so I have to look for a new job. But when I was a software testing engineer, um, I had to spend too much time on work, and sometimes I need to overwork and the weekend. Um, but if I need to uh, didn't need to go to work, I uh, tried my best to be with my husband in the weekend.
Hmm.
And I needed to clean my apartment because I had no enough time to do it during the work days.
Mm.
Mm, and I usually mm, take a video call with my parents in the weekend. Mm.
Okay,
That's
okay. Those are good answers. Those are good answers. Yeah, that's
thank
exactly. You got it right. That's good. Keeping a work-life balance. I think sometimes, we should, well, we can't use the word because I think it'll flag it, but that situation between 2020 and 2022,
you.
that world situation, I think it helped a lot. I think there's a lot of good things that are coming from it. And that's controversial, I know, but when the doors closed, I wouldn't have met Vivian if it wasn't for that. And she's a good friend. Um, and it kind of introduced me to wanting to be live streaming. So when I look back, I can see it was a pivotal moment. And
Mm.
so yeah, good things out of bad situations. You lost your job, but it gave you more time with your husband to focus on your relationship and to consider um, what what new career field you'll go into or what new path you'll be on. Yeah, interesting, interesting. Good questions. These are good questions. I like it. Um, Mohammed is trying reverse psychology in the chat. He's like, sorry, I can't go on stage right now. um, well, welcome everybody. We're talking about we have like 30 or 40 questions, but we're trying to get to know you and to get you on stage. And there's a balance, guys. The reason I assemble the stage the way I do is for balance. Some people, like I know Dana's phase, she needs people to speak more clearly, and we definitely are grateful for the help that Candy can translate if we need to. So I assemble the stage and try to create an environment for productivity for the people here. When I don't know people with the hand raised, if I don't know you, that's a variable. And if I bring you up and you have a strong personality or you go along with your answers or something like that, it can make the people on stage feel left out. So I'm I'm using the host ability to assemble the stage. So please don't feel that I'm putting anybody aside or not picking you for other reasons. We assemble our stage. And so we do it on purpose. I do it on purpose. I'll take responsibility for it. Candy sometimes picks people to come on stage, and that's her prerogative because she's the co host. And then we work with those dynamics. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But the goal is that the people on stage have a productive engagement. And hopefully the rest of you that are in the audience will find something productive about it, by listening to what we're doing here. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you for letting me explain that. Sorry, ladies. I just have to explain things sometimes. I feel like I have to anyway. Um, okay, do we want to do another question? Or Dana, do you have a question for Candy or me? Or Candy, you were going to say something?
Mm,
A new word. Prerogative.
Prerogative. Oh, a new word. Does anyone know that word? Prerogative? And can anyone spell it? It's kind of fun to spell also. Prerogative.
Privilege.
Privilege, choice. Yeah. Who can spell it in the chat? Can anyone spell the word prerogative?
Prerogative.
Nice. It's a very different spelling, right?
mm,
Prerogative.
No, it's yeah, good job, Candy. Celine, good job. Thank you for interacting. And guys, life is like playing cards. Even when we have a bad deck of cards, we have to play it well. Good, Kenny, you're full of it. You're full of knowledge. Good job, HBC. Now, I could say that I've balanced my healthier lifestyle and my work circumstances by maintaining good relationships and doing daily exercise. Good job, Jenny. Is that Jenny and you just spelled it differently? Yeah. Reduce such a stress. Good. So guys, the if you want a tip for our environment is to be very active in the chat to get the most out of this time together. I have an agenda and a goal, and we try to accomplish that on stage. And instead of being upset or frustrated that you're not being picked for stage, just try to understand that we have an agenda up here. But it does not mean that you cannot learn by being active in the chat. So good job. Jody, thank you for writing that. Prerogative, and another word for it is privilege. Good job. Hi, Safa. And welcome to all the new people. I'm not as attentive as I'd like to be here. Very cool, guys. And like I said, with the best meaning possible, if you feel that this environment doesn't suit you, there are many live streamers on this app now, and I'm sure you'll find one combination of character and agenda and style format that will work for you.
Hello.
So, hey, Bay.
I just
Well,
finished my shower. So sorry.
no, we're happy. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Happy weekend.
Yeah.
Happy weekend. Yep. Candy kind of had an early weekend because when she went to work on Friday, all she heard at work was there was only what 30 people there, huh, Candy? Instead of over 100
Yeah.
people. She had a very thin work because of the rain. But see, she's compact, so she floats on the water. She just floats
Hello.
like a
Because
leaf
my weight is light.
because she's lightweight. She floats like a leaf, and the stream takes her to work.
I
Now she
wish my
shows up.
weight is like a leaf.
It is. It is like a leaf.
Long time
But
no
what?
see. I have not see Candy for a long while.
Yeah, me
I
Hello.
too.
know. Yeah. Good, good, good. It's good. And she's a main reason. Oh, I keep forgetting. Sorry. She's the main reason for our viewers. She's that's an appropriate name. She's keeps people coming back. You know, like when you eat a piece of candy, you have to have more. I don't know if that's a good example, but anyway. Um, we're here talking about different life questions, Bay, and they're really thought-provoking questions. They really cause us to reflect on our lives and consider things. Well, we've been talking about it's really cold. I wonder if my brother turned it down. I might have to get a sweater. Woof, woof. And they make you think, and they make hopefully they make you want to answer, because then you would think less about your vocabulary structure and more about trying to talk. So, well, we have different questions. You want to answer the one we have on the screen now? You can. I have to get a sweater.
Sorry.
The question is, what would you want to say to your younger self?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh, 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 cherish the time with my father and listen to him and study more hard. 然后 for for a better college, yeah, study more hard.
Okay,
It's
okay.
very important. Don't waste
So,
don't waste all don't waste all my time.
yeah, okay, got you. So, we got a lot of things that we want to say to our younger self, but it is also the thing that we can also cherish the moment with our family now, and we
Yeah,
can start
yeah,
hard
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
So,
when I'm young, my family is very poor. My father is a farmer. He does not educated, and he has not a lot of money. Compared with my classmates' father and family, sometimes I look down him in my young time. I'm very
Mm,
young at that time, and
Not too young.
yeah, so young. I look down him because he earned a very little money, and he does not know much. He has not been to the college, and he is a little wordy. Yeah. Sometimes I dislike him. He see something. I will I will do not do like that. But when I grew older, I'm a little great. I should not look down my father. He is very great. He raised our whole family. He support our whole family.
that's good.
Especially after I become a mother. I experience that I know him a lot. So if I come back to my young time, I would say sorry to my father. Yeah.
That's a really good answer. That's a really good answer. Because sometimes we see our parents through the world filter and we might think they're not that accomplished or they're not formally educated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you find out later that they're extremely intelligent. They just haven't been evaluated by the world system. And as you even get older, you think maybe the world system is not designed to educate and elevate us, but to conform us, and judge us based on certain aspects. It's interesting when you get older. But your father sounds like a great man, like a great
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He
So cool.
we are a big family. We have 4 kids. He support our whole family. Even though he earned money very less, not very much, but he support our whole family. He worked very hard. But when I'm young, I do not understand him. I think he's not rich as my classmate's father, and he's not very educated. He does not know me. I not dislike him sometimes.
It's hard. It's hard, guys. Looking at people like I knew, and Candy knows this story well. You guys who've been here know it. But I have a friend that I met that her father and mother came here from Vietnam with 4 children, and he just was a hard worker. He wasn't educated from college, very hard worker. So he bought a property and fixed it up and then rented it to someone, and then bought another property and fixed it and rented it. Eventually, he bought business property and fixed it and rented it, and um, and he was able to send all of his children through college. And so, fast
Wow.
forward 40 years later, all of his children graduated college, became very successful owning businesses, and he kept buying them property or telling them to buy this property. It was always the property that nobody wanted, the bad area, the bad building, and he did all the work himself. He would fix it, he would learn how to fix it, he would make it so he could rent it. And so his children not only succeeded in college, but they also had bought property that became very valuable because the city grew. So they bought property outside the city that was in a bad neighborhood, but 25 years later, the city grew to where that property was now good property inside the city. And I admire the man very much. I didn't speak maybe 3 words to him because he spoke only mostly Vietnamese, but he worked so hard his whole life. And then his grandkids. So I am inspired by his life legacy. I don't know if he's still alive. He was pretty sick last time. And because he not only put his kids through school, but he taught them how to be industrious and how, even though he didn't go to college, he was a financial genius because he worked hard, he saved money, he bought property that would increase value, and he did what every parent wants to do. He helped his kids through his sacrifice to be at a better level and then taught them how to level up their families. So I admire your father just like I admire their father because that's what fathers want to do. They want to sacrifice to make their kids' lives better. And yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they didn't appreciate him because he was always working and never home. But He did it on purpose so that the future generations could have a chance. And this country is so cool,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
admirable.
Okay, so someone just asked me to translate something for Jonathan.
Oh, go
Uh,
ahead.
we should recognize our father is or is an ordinary person, and we should accept. Sorry, we should recognize our father is ordinary person when we are young, and we should come to realize I'm the ordinary person when we are in the middle age, and
Hmm.
we should also accept our kids is ordinary person when we get older.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's a good one.
correctly.
And not try to live through them. Some parents try to live another life through their kids and make their kids do things that they didn't do and
Yeah,
yada yada yada.
I
It's a
will not.
balance.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I will not put a lot of pressure to my kids. Not everyone is talented people. If she does not study well, I think it's okay. Okay for me. I can accept that. I will do
It's a
not put a lot
balance.
of pressure for her.
Well, equal pressure, you need equal pressure. So pressure's not bad, but it needs to be equalized and balanced, right? Like,
Yeah,
equal pressure on a piece of coal will make it into a diamond over time, right? But if it's unequal pressure, it will just break the coal. It will become broken coal. So we need pressure. We need ambition. We need goals. We need to try and strain. But we also need support and encouragement and people to value us along the way, you know, so that you're valuable when you succeed. No, you're valuable all the time. All of us all of us have strengths that sometimes go without discovery, or the world might not appreciate your strength or reward you with big money. But all of you guys are so amazing and interesting. It's why I like to get to know you guys because sometimes you people haven't shared with you the genuine gifts you have. People might flatter you and say this and say that, but I don't think the things the world values are the most valuable things. I think the things the world values are an attempt to motivate you and kind of use you. So you have to find your personal value in the middle of all of that, and then you can feel content. You don't have to feel like, the world's like a parent that never acknowledges their kid unless they're perfect. And so you can feel like you're not valuable at all because the world says, you're not a doctor, you're not a lawyer, you're not this, you're not that, so you're not valuable. And that's horrible. It's really horrible. So you guys are all valuable.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Candy's like, good, he got his lecture out of the way. Candy, Candy's waiting for the timer. I'll go. She's like, here he goes. Okay.
No, I can pick another question that Rabbi randomly.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good. Candy's gonna pick. You're gonna pick the category and the number. Candy. She likes that part.
Okay, so I want to
Oh,
choose the younger, the first one, the younger category.
you went inverted. You went older, middle age, and now younger. Okay. What 1 through 10? We got to pick a number 1 through 10.
10, 10.
10. Did you read it? Okay.
No,
Okay, so we did this because not all of you are familiar or you're not in our private group, so you didn't get list. You didn't get the list. But it says, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Legacy. What's legacy?
Oh, you have to look it up. It's time to
Oh,
learn.
I will Google it. Okay.
Here, use one of these. Use one of these things.
mm,
F-A-N.
Legacy. What kind of legacy? Good job,
heritage,
Judy. Thank you for typing that. Good job,
like
Tracy.
the like the heritage.
I love seeing the activity in the chat, guys. When
Oh,
I see you're active in the chat, it tells me you're not going to be limited by how many people can be on stage. You're going to get the
Oh,
most out of our live stream.
I
So
know
thank you
it.
guys for typing.
It is the same thing as a heritage. Am I right?
It is, or impact, or what do you want to be remembered by, or what kind of change do you want to affect? What's, you know, when this life is over, how do you want people to remember you? The legacy. Heritage,
Okay.
yeah.
As for me, I I couldn't have the 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 heritage like a very big house to my offspring or something else. But the only heritage that can live is just my personalities or my my good spirit and my attitude toward my life that I can live for my offspring or for some other people. So this is that I want to live for my heritage, not only for the house or the car.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. Okay. So that's a good one. What kind of a heritage? Like not so much inheritance like the house or the car, but legacy means, you know, the impact. Like some of the advice you give Candy about to your younger self, you won't I don't want to talk about your legacy because it's a little morbid. It's like after you're gone. Um, but like I want to leave a legacy of people helping other people for the sake of helping other people, not because money, not to make money. That would be a cool legacy to leave. Like, oh, you went silent there for some reason. Yeah, that kind of a thing is like, what kind of impact do you want to leave that people remember you by, and it affects change. It affects change in them, a legacy. Yeah. Like my friend's father left a legacy to his children and grandchildren to look for the value in property and things that don't seem valuable. Look at the future that that property will become valuable, that you don't have to pay people to fix it. You should learn to fix it so you save money. And, he has a legacy of a determination. Like, can't quit because he came here with 4 children from a country and he still doesn't know that much English. So he succeeded in a country that's not his own without learning the language, without going through the college system, and his children have become an asset to society. That kind of thing. Huge legacy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Interesting question. Dana, let's get you involved again, because Dana will stay there and be quiet. I know she's listening, but do you know the word legacy, Dana? Does this question make sense to you?
Yes. I hope if I am dead, I hope there is one person who can uh, remember about my good quality, my good character, and my thoughts. Because in my opinion, I think medicine can save one's body, but thoughts um, can uh, can rescue one's soul.
Can
Mm,
rescue one's thoughts. Can rescue one's thoughts.
one's soul.
Oh,
SOU.
soul. Rescue one's soul. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. And sometimes your legacy is just with your family, guys. We're not talking about pleasing the world. It was a good answer, Tracy. You're right. Soul. Silver said soul for me. Um, especially today, people who become famous or break a record or do something amazing, next week everybody's forgotten them. And the week after that, the media is trying to paint them as a monster. It's it nobody should want fame these days because fame is not royalty, fame is not success. Fame is poison. and you become addicted to it. You require people to feed your fame, and then the media makes money off of your failure more than your success. So they're just waiting for you to mess up. They're just waiting for you to mess up. So I think it's more important to have a better impact on your friends in your life and your family than on invisible society. Hmm. Super cool. Interesting question. Candy, do you have an answer? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? And Bay, you be after Candy, because Candy's in
Uh,
overtime right now.
yeah,
Can
yeah. For me,
let me no,
Okay.
let's let Candy finish real
Final,
quick because she's gotta
okay.
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Final words for me. I was searching for a word. It is the same as the offspring. It is descendant. Am I right?
descendants. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. My final words finished.
No, what legacy do you want to leave?
I said that before. I said that I want to let my offspring or my descendant to know more about my personality or my attitude towards my
Ah,
life. Even though I might some challenges, but the attitude toward life is very important.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Candy. Thanks for joining us, for helping me to facilitate today. She's a great co-host. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next
Bye
time.
Good
bye.
Bye,
night.
Candy. Bye,
Bye.
Candy. Good
Bye.
night,
Bye.
Candy. Bay, thank you so much for letting me do that. I'm very sensitive that Candy should have left 15 minutes ago, but I think she was enjoying the topic. So um, I respect that she has an evening routine. I know you have a family too that wants your attention, and you just barely got your shower and you're in the evening too. But so, what legacy do you want to leave to your children? What kind of impression do you want to leave?
Yeah, my husband and me work so hard. We buy a small house in bigger city in China, and we work hard to earn money to pay off all the mortgage. And we want to give this small house to our daughter. So after she graduated, there is no need for her to spend money on renting a house or buying a house. She will be more easy to live in a bigger city. And for other kinds, I also want to teach her to work hard and don't be lazy. It's okay
Good.
you does
Mm-hmm.
not study well, you cannot go to a very good college. It's okay, but you have to work hard, love your work, and learn to live by yourself. Yeah.
Good. A lot of good lessons. I like the way you delivered those answers too. Very balanced. Very balanced. Because sometimes the parent will give the extreme to the child. Like if they didn't have any money, when they were growing up, they would spoil the children, give them everything, which has an opposite effect, you know? So it's good
Yeah.
to be able to stop the pendulum halfway instead of swinging like this. Very cool. I did invite you, Ali. I don't know if you left, but I did invite you to stage. Um, we're talking about different life questions. And of course, if you have any questions, Dana or Bay, you can ask me about your English learning, about other things. We
Yeah.
start with a topic to get the conversation going, but now it's
Yeah. Yeah.
going, so.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
also have a question. um what quality do you should have to be a good parent? I think sometimes it's very hard to be a. I am the first time to be a mom, and sometimes I do not know how to teach her.
Well, it's a learning process. So I think you already have a proper perspective. Sometimes parents feel the pressure of thinking they have to be perfect in front of their children so they can demand perfection from their children. But that's not realistic because we are not perfect as people.
Yeah,
And you end up being a hypocrite or a tyrant if you become that. You know, you say, do what I say, not what I do. and all these things. And I would say parenting has to evolve as your children grow older. Your role in their life has to change. So when they're younger, you protect them. Don't touch that. You protect them. And as they develop, you need to become a different role in their life, like their encourager, their coach. You're still protecting them, but you graduate to let them make more decisions, become more involved. And of course, when they're a teenager and an adult, you have to start seeing them and trusting them as a person that makes better decisions and guiding them. So many parents get stuck in one role. They get stuck in one role as the do what I say. I'm in
Yeah.
charge. And the children grow farther away from them. So it's really difficult, but I would say consider evolving your role and understanding that when they become adults, you want to be a counselor. You want to, in some ways, be a peer, meaning that you're an adult and they're an adult with respect to your position. And then they'll come to you for advice and not strangers or not their friends who don't know anything. So, um, that would be the advice I would give. And it sounds like you have a very balanced approach. You're very sensitive and forgive yourself because you're going to make mistakes. Forgive
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're going to
Thank
make
you.
mistakes, but you should let them know when you make a mistake and take ownership of it and then move forward. That would teach them the valuable thing in life that we make mistakes and we have to take responsibility for it and move forward. Yeah, but I think you guys, you and your husband are doing a wonderful job just from talking with you. That's great. Good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your advice. I think it's very valuable. Very valuable advice. Yeah.
And have one day when you turn off technology. One, turn it off. All your cell phones, all your everything. Nobody's talking to the leader of your country, so you can shut off your phone for one day. Everybody leaves it on like I have to take this call. No, you don't. No, you don't. Shut it off. Turn it off. Go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good advice because technology and social media is like chewing gum. When you chew gum,
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
you're using all of the activities of eating, but you're not eating anything. It's only harming your jaw, and it's not useful. It's wasted time
Yeah.
to chew gum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
social media and connectivity makes people feel important, makes them feel connected and smarter. But you're not. Social media does not make you smarter.
Yeah.
It makes you dumber.
Yeah. Every time I join your live stream, I think I will learn a lot of new things to improve my English and make a good relationship with my kids and my husband. I think it's very useful. Uh, but when I spend time on playing TikTok, it's just it's a lot of messy information. I forgot everything, and I do not keep everything in mind. Just a waste of time. Waste of
It's
time.
just in and out, in and
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
in and out. I
yeah.
cannot keep everything in my mind.
Just like fast food, just like fast food, in and out.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
it's
I
too
think
good. Yeah.
every time we attend your live stream, we will think deeper. We will think deeper. We'll use our brain to talk something. Uh, we can keep it and keep it in our mind. It's very useful.
I can agree with you because you guys are very useful. All of you make this what it is. All of you make it what it is. It's nothing without you guys. So getting together with each other, talking to people in our community, like it's so useful. I keep trying to encourage you guys to talk to each other, even if you're not a native English speaker. Talk with each other in English, learn from each other in English. This is the true way to advance your English is by using it every day
Yeah,
with each other. And in China, it's not common to talk to each other in English in the street or in public, but do it on the app. It's okay on the app to talk to each other in English on the app. So if you really want to develop your English, guys, whatever country you're in, talk to the community members. Like we started two study groups not because I'm going to be in the study group teaching you guys every day. I don't do that. I put people in the groups that look like they're serious about learning. The guys in our group go through more tests than the ladies because I look for the gentlemen. I see if you have your profile filled out with something meaningful, that you're acting respectful in the community. So the people in our study groups they're people who have kind of been selected that they seem serious. So try to connect with them first because you guys are coming to the live stream. You can talk about the topic. You can say, what would Johnathan say about this? And think about what I would say about that. And you guys can all grow faster together. Um, so that's why we're doing it because you guys deserve to develop your English to meet your goals and to help your family. And you're all so interesting. I just sit here. I just sit here. You guys are doing it. I'm just sitting here. You guys are doing it all. I'm just sitting here like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Dana,
Hi.
say something. It's time for you to talk.
Say something. I remember a song. Okay, I have a question to ask you. If you don't mind. What's the
No, go ahead. It's great.
okay? What's the meaning of your life, and which can make you feel meaningful?
That's a great question. That's a great question. um, my life became meaningful when I became a Christian because I had tried to be a good person. I had tried to please everybody. I had tried to, and it made me more and more lonely and self-destructive in my life because I couldn't please everybody. I couldn't stay a good person. And so when I destroyed my life a couple of times, my family left me, I lost my career, I lost everything. I thought, what is life about then? If I'm trying everything to please everybody, do everything, and I'm messing up, and I destroyed everything. So that's when I met someone and they gave me the Bible to read. Maybe like many of you have been talked to about that, and you're like, I'm not religious, blah, blah, blah. But I was, yeah, perfect. So I was so destroyed. Awesome. Awesome. So I was so destroyed and so depressed and so destructive. And a pastor came into my life, knocked on my door, guys. I'm crying. I'm literally crying, like, God, are you real? Because I destroyed my life. And in the middle of crying, screaming at the ceiling, because everything, I could tell you guys later in more detail personally, but I destroyed everything in my life except for myself. And there was a knock on my door. I'm like, who's knocking on my door? And it was a pastor. And he's like, do you need prayer? I'm like, yes. Yes. And so it was just an amazing. He gave me a Bible, and I said, what do I have to lose? So I started reading it in the Proverbs, I think, first, and it's talking about drinking alcohol and hurting myself. And I was like, I'm doing all of this. So immediately I started just reading everything, and my life I started connecting. And so that was over 20 years ago. And that gave me personal value that helped me to know that my life is on purpose. It's not an accident. I'm not one of 5 million billion people. So whether I'm successful at my jobs or live streaming, it doesn't matter. I feel successful every day because I meet you guys. I feel especially successful when someone asks me and I get to talk about my Jesus. Um, and I feel so confident about who I am that I don't have to force it on people. It's not a religion. I don't have to force it on people, tell you you have to do it. But I also know it's the truth. And so it has set me free and it has given me a purpose. So I won't elaborate too much because I know the rules for Hello Talk, but something that's bigger than the rules of Hello Talk is my Lord. So whenever people ask me, I can only give the answer that's deserving. And yeah, that's how I live my life now. And I know that the things that I'm able to do are useful to other people. So I don't want money for it. I can't take money for the gift that I didn't produce. The gift was given to me. So, if someone gave me a birthday cake and I said, "Oh, thank you," and then I saw you, Bay, and Bay said she wanted some cake, I said, "Okay, $5. $5 for a piece of cake." That's crazy, right? It's a gift.
Yeah.
Someone gave me the gift to share. And so, how can I charge you for it? So, to me, knowing that I'm a communicator, not just a talker, knowing that I have the ability to help other people to learn better English and it can help their life better, become better, there's no way I could take money for it because it's not my gift. God gave me the gift, and now I can share it with you guys. So, again, if you guys want to talk more about it with respect to Hello Talk guidelines, you guys can message me directly, and it's my favorite topic. Um, and thank you, Dana, for sharing that and for asking me that question.
Thank you for
You you
your
Very
are
good.
doing you are doing a very great thing. You teach us. You are a very good communicator. You spend your time with us and teach us English and tell us some more life values. You really do a very good work, a great work.
It's my privilege. It's my responsibility. I appreciate you guys so much. The reason I started early with you guys in the morning before I go to work because of our time difference is it reminds me of my purpose. Spending time with you guys. I'm trying different apps and going different places not to be more successful there, but my success is in these moments. So I'm looking for where people are where my kind of help can be useful. And that's why I ask you guys for topics. I ask you to contact me to give me input. I can't be everybody's private tutor. That's not realistic. It's not practical. But I answer your questions, and when I'm answering your questions, the answer comes out. It automatically comes out. I don't sit, I don't have, so it's very organic, it's very much in the moment. So if you guys want more help from me, it's not by looking for me to commit to be your personal tutor or teacher. That's not what I do. But it is about asking me questions. If you ask me questions, direct message, ask me questions here. Sometimes I make videos for different places like YouTube and TikTok, but I started losing my enjoyment in doing that. I felt like I was spending 4 hours to make a 10-minute video that people weren't watching. So I'm not trying to be famous on those areas. I would rather have these moments with you guys where somebody learns something or you recognize your value. Um, those are more important than those crazy those crazy likes, subscribe, like, share. Crazy
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That's why we don't ask for gifts here too. You can join the fan club if you want, guys. The fan club gives you benefits. Like I think you pay 10 coins at first, but after that you get fan club points just for attending, just for being in the audience. And when you get on stage or when you share it, you get points in the fan club at the top, the button at the top on every live stream, for other people too. And you get those points, you can exchange those points for things on the app. So to me, it's like getting free money you can use on the app. That's the only time we mention the fan club. Whenever you guys send gifts, it's because the app asks you to send gift. I don't ask you. The app will ask you. If you send it, I just send it back to the group. I'll make it rain money or advertise the live stream or something like that. So we don't want your money. We just want to know how to help you, right? We want to know how to help you guys. So, yeah, cool, cool, cool.
Very great.
Good, good. God is great. Look, you got it, Dana. Good job. she was
Wow,
prac
I like
she
your
was practicing.
background.
She was practicing yesterday and how to make her screen do that. Yeah, she's learning. No,
Let
it
me
has to be
try.
forward. It has to be forward with your hand facing forward. This is backwards. This is
Oh,
forward.
uh,
Yeah.
like
There
this?
you go. Do it like that. Yeah. If you do it, see? There you go. Balloons. Yeah.
Where
It
is my balloon? So where?
Well, maybe what version is your phone? I think it's 17 version. Yeah, it should do it. Um,
Okay.
maybe you have to turn on the option on your settings for hand gestures.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
so you
heart?
can make
Heart?
it. You, yeah, yeah, you can do the heart watch.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
oh, many heart pops up out.
Yeah, you have to turn on your gestures. See?
My
Uh,
phone maybe is very old version.
Well,
It
no,
does not
just
have
go.
any heart.
Maybe it's the operating system. It's not your phone. So the iOS, I think 17, iOS 16 and 17 will do it. Yeah, don't
Okay.
worry, Bay. Yeah, it says don't worry, Bay. Yeah, it's annoying sometimes, right, guys? But it's fun. Well, guys, cool. Any of you in the chat have questions? I haven't been watching. I'm here with Bay and with Dana, and they're both the VIPs, so they're not in a hurry. But it is evening, and you guys have families. So if you feel you need to go to be with your family, you can, ladies. You're welcome to. Don't feel trapped. Don't feel trapped here. But if you have time, you're welcome to stay. You can stay, and we can invite one more person. I did invite Ali, but he didn't accept. I've been waiting all this time, Ali, for you to come on the stage, and you didn't come on the stage. So, oh, Vivian, did you want to come back? Vivian is here. Vivian's a good friend of mine for a long time.
Hey,
And if you haven't, yeah,
Hello.
very
Vivian.
glad to see
Vivian,
you
Yeah.
again. We are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about you when I kicked Vivian out earlier. I kicked her out of the group for she was I know she was crying. It was just different. Vivian, we've had good long conversations. She's a deep thinker, talker, and she's full of details. When you get her to talk about something, she has a lot of wonderful details. And and in the beginning of the live stream, it was just different. So I welcomed her. I said, "Okay, bye bye, bye bye." She's like, "Oh, okay, bye." What happened? What happened? So I'm glad she came back too. Um, Vivian Infinite Wise. I met Vivian because of COVID. True story. True story. When COVID hit, did we meet here on this app, Vivian, or was it another app? I
This
forget.
app.
It was here, right? This
Mm.
app. So I was renting a room in a unfinished old hotel in San Diego to save money because I had a studio and then I was spending a lot of money and not staying there. And so I rented a room and I was bored. I was in my room and COVID, everybody was limited on movement. And so I started trying to connect with people on Hello Talk and I met Vivian. And eventually we started talking because we had long, deep conversations. So cool to talk with Vivian. And then we started exercising because I said she called me one time and I said I'm about to exercise. I don't, I'm sorry, but I need to do this. And she goes, "Oh, do it with you." And I'm like, I never thought about that. So that started our exercising routine. It was so cool because you feel alone. It's COVID, and we became good friends. And so we've known each other through several phases of life now, right, Vivian? And
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. So anyway, when
I
you see
really
me give her priority, guys, here, it's because of that. She has backstage pass credentials. She's got the
what sort
VIP
of
card.
priority? Bad
Yeah,
priority.
she's got a
You kick me out
she's got a
first.
big priority. Yeah, because I knew you could take it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
knew she
Okay.
could take it. Yeah. So welcome back, Vivian, and you guys can message her directly. But she doesn't do superficial too well, guys. She likes deeper conversations. She's not good at superficial stuff. So if
Uh,
you want to go deeper, or yeah,
I'm sorry at the moment. I I'm traveling at the moment, so I probably will
don't have time
answer
right now.
and
Yeah.
reply messages after I settle down. Yeah.
Just going back to where you're going. Tell us where you're going. She spent many months back home in China, and then she created an itinerary to travel to see a couple of places. Where were you last time you were in Singapore?
I was in
She was in
Singapore,
Singapore,
and
yeah, for a
now
couple
I'm in
days.
Melbourne in Australia.
Australia. She's in the
Yeah.
outback right now in Australia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that have family or friends in those places. So yeah, it's not something like too special. But and I'm not staying there for too long, so only have a general look to give myself some ideas about those places. I haven't been traveling a lot. Yeah, so um,
Where are you landing? Where's your final destination?
New Zealand, Christchurch. Yeah.
New Zealand. New Zealand sounds really cool. Yeah.
Hey Jonathan, I
Awesome.
came back
Awesome.
not to talk about my travel because I know um, this topic is more interesting. I listened for a little while. I really like Candice's comments when you